What's up, YouTube? Timur's here. Since we are, of course, in the month of July, lots of really interesting TV premieres to look forward to. So here is my official July 2025 TV preview, where I talk about TV premieres that are set to premiere in the month of July. All right. Premiering on Wednesday, July 2nd, and on July 2nd. For anyone who really cares, we got because of course we got the new Dora movie coming out. There's also some Dora related content like Dora and Dora and Diego Rainforest Rescues. So if you're interested in some Dora content, got you covered this week. All right. Thursday, July 3rd, we got the Sandman, and also we got Sandman. Of course, we got Sandman, the final season, premiering on July 3rd, and then of course on Thursday, July 24th, we got the Sandman's final season part 2. So of course they come down to 2 parts, which I think I'm glad Netflix is doing more of, but sadly, this is going to be the final season, especially because of the whole Neil Gaiman situation. But after the first season of The Sandman was pretty decent, so definitely looking forward to see how everything's going to end here. Anyway, on Monday, July 7th, we got a show called Such Brave Girls, which I've never really seen, but that comes to Hulu. We got The Bachelor in Paradise returning to ABC, which of course I don't watch. Wednesday, July 8th, we got Ballard, which is a spin-off of Botch. This stars Maggie Q, where LAPD detective Renee Ballard oversees a new cold case division in the department. That could be pretty fun there. I like Maggie Q, so. Although I never really seen Botch. I know so many people, rave about that show, but I never really got around to see it. Since Botch, ended, maybe I'll give that show a go one of these days. We also got Building the Band comes to Netflix, which is sadly Liam Payne's final TV gig he did before he passed. It is, of course, about gifted singers vie for the chance to form the next great music groups, Sight Unseen. I mean, obviously, it is just another music competition. We've seen these tons of times, whether you talk about The Voice, American Idol, so I don't know how different this is, but who knows? Also, Wednesday, July 8th, we got It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia returning, which I'm definitely interested to see that because it's supposed to feature another Abbott Elementary crossover, which that crossover is pretty fun. So I'm definitely down for another crossover there. We also got to return to South Park finally. I think the last season premiered all the way back in 2023, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been quite some time since we last saw, other than the specials, obviously, since we last saw an actual South Park show. This season is supposed to poke fun at Diddy, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Let's just see how that's gonna unfold there. We also got the show Digman, which I never really seen, but I've heard decent stuff about it. That's also coming to Comedy Central. Thursday, July 10th, we got Too Much, which is the new Lena Dunham series, starring Meg Settler from Hacks fame, where New Yorker Jessica starts a new life in London after a disastrous breakup and finds connection with Felix. And this also stars Will Sharp from White Lotus fame. You got folks in this such as Emily Wachikasia, Rita Wilson, Andrew Scott, Andrew Renales, Lena Dunham, some decent people in there. So, I don't know. It does look intriguing, so hopefully it's a good one. We also got the return of Celebrity Family Feud coming to ABC. That should be pretty cool to see. We also got Press Your Luck returning to ABC. Big Brother returning to CBS. Friday, July 11th, we got Dexter Resurrection coming to Showtime, which I'm definitely excited for. This time around, a few weeks after New Blood, Dexter Morgan, who miraculously recovered from his fatal gunshot wound, chases a missing Harrison to New York City, where Captain Asia Batista is hot on their trail here. And the trailer for this has looked really decent. Hopefully it's better than New Blood. Now, of course, Original Sins was pretty good too. So hopefully, this is more on the line of Original Sins and less New Blood. What was it? All right, Friday, July 11th, we got Foundation season 3 come to Apple, which I've never really seen, but I've heard decent stuff about it. We also got The Wild Ones come to Apple, where it investigates the delicate ecosystem of our globe and finds information on how to conserve and protect most priceless endangered species. Of course, a nature documentary. Wednesday, July 16th, we got The Samurai Turned Pretty season 3 come to Amazon. The first season was pretty decent, pretty charming, so interesting. Of course, this is pretty much like a love triangle type series, but we'll see how season 2 will unfold here. We also got Amy Bradley is Missing come to Netflix, which is a true crime series investigates the 1998 disappearance of a 23-year-old woman in a Caribbean cruise and her family's tirelessly searching for answers. That does look intriguing. We also got the ESPY Awards hosted by Shane Gillis. That comes to ABC. We also got Sisters season 8, which is the new Tyler Perry series. That comes to BET. Thursday, July 17th, we got Star Trek Strange New Worlds returning to Paramount Plus. We got a new show that looks intriguing called Untamed, which stars Eric Bana and Sam Neill. And it's where, like, the vast expanse of Yosemite National Park, a woman's death draws a fatal agent into a forest terrain. And this does look intriguing here. You got Sam Neill, Eric Bana, so I'm intrigued to see that one. We got the Vince Staples Show season 2 comes to Netflix. I tried the first season, didn't really do anything for me. We got the Furry Detectives Unmasking and Killer comes to Sundance. Let's see. We also got on Friday, July 18th, we got Billy Joe and So It Goes, which is the Billy Joe docuseries. That does look intriguing. On Monday, July 21st, we got The Hunting Wives come to Netflix. Now, this was a show that was originally going to go to Stars at one point, but it got moved from Stars to Netflix for some odd reason. This is, of course, a show that stars Malin Ackerman, Dermot Mulroney, Brittany Snow, where Sophie O'Neill moves into the deep Texas town with her family and becomes drawn into charms of Margot Banks, a prominent cellulite integrated into Margot's clique of wealthy housewives. And Sophie soon falls down a rabbit hole of obsession, seduction, and murder. And this does sound intriguing. I do like Malin Ackerman. Brittany Snow's always good, so sign me up with this one. Wednesday, July 23rd, we got Acapulco final season come to Apple. I haven't really seen the other seasons, so I can't really cover that. We got Washington Black coming to Hulu, which is the setting in Barbados and Nova Scotia in early 1800s. An 11-year-old kid is forced to flee his home on the sugar plantation in Barbados after a shocking death. He comes under the wing of Medwin Harris, played by Sterling K. Brown, who himself had a traumatic childhood as a black refugee in Nova Scotia. That does look intriguing. Of course, you got Scarlett K. Brown, who's always good, so hopefully that could be interesting. We also got Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which this one I definitely want to see because Matt Damon's supposed to be in an episode, pairing up with Ken Jennings, so that's going to be pretty fun to see. And if you guys don't know, Jimmy Kimmel's the host, so that's going to be hilarious. We also got the return of Match Game with Martin Short hosting. That could be pretty cool to watch. Thursday 24th, the aforementioned Sandman final season part 2. Again, they're cutting it down to 2 parts. We got Hitmakers comes to Netflix, which is, of course, pretty much another music competition show, so we haven't seen enough of those before. Tuesday, July 29th, we got WWE's Unreal coming to Netflix, which is, of course, a docuseries about WWE, so cool. Wednesday, July 30th, we got Conversations with a Killer, the Son of Sam tapes, coming to Netflix, which, of course, from the same person who did the Ted Bundy series. Mixing present-day interviews with previously heard unheard recordings, the true crime examines serial killer David Berkowitz's mark in the 1970s New York. Now, you might also remember this story because it was also told through that film, the Spike Lee movie Summer Sam, with Adrian Brody, John Leguizamo. Really good film, by the way. This actually does sound intriguing. I always do love a good true crime story, and so I've actually, as someone who grew up in New York City, was born in '92, I've of course heard a little bit of stuff about the whole Son of Sam. He really terrorized New York a lot through the '70s. So I'm intrigued to see this one when it comes out. Hopefully, it's a good one there. Last but not least, on Thursday, July 31st, we got Twisted Metal season 2 coming with Anthony Mackie. I thought the first season of Twisted Metal was pretty decent, so definitely looking forward to checking out the second season. We also got Leanne, which stars famed comedian Leanne Morgan, and it's also from Chuck Lorre, who gave us like Two and a Half Men, Mom, Big Bang Theory, many others. It's where when her husband leaves her for another woman, a reluctant Southern mom starts over with the support of her loving but unflattered family. You also got the likes of Kristen Johnson, speaking of mom, Celia Weston, Ryan Stiles, speaking of True Hat Men, Blake Clark, Tim Daly, Graham Rogers. Could be an interesting sitcom to check out. Leanne Morgan's pretty hilarious. I do like Chuck Lorre, so sign me up with this one. Hopefully, it's a good one there. Last but not least, we got Project Runway returning to Freeform, which I don't really care too much about. But anyway, let me let you guys. Which of these series are you interested in? Are you interested in the return of Sandman, Twisted Metal, Dexter Resurrection, etc.? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Tim Sarno.